So when we're looking at cooking, key to the process of cooking, or the whole approach of cooking, is transformation. But there's different aspects of transformation I'd like to touch on. So really we can talk about the transformation of food itself. We can talk about the transformation of ourselves in the process of cooking, in the act of cooking. And that's in relation to the grounding that can take place, an embodiment, a connection with ourselves, and connection with nature. But I'd like to start with the transformation of food. Because in the kitchen we're literally taking base ingredients and we're transforming it through the application of fire, the use of time, use of pressure, various fundamental elements to transform the state of food into something which is much more readily digestible, increasing flavor, nourishment. So there's all manner of transformations that take place simply in the process of cooking foods. I think we're all really familiar with that. But what's interesting is what happens in regarding to ourselves when we engage with cooking. So when we acquire skills and confidence in the kitchen, when we come into the kitchen, we're a very key ingredient in the act of cooking. But we have an opportunity or an invitation to really bring consciousness to that. We can really clock ourselves. And often the nature of cooking in our lives and in the modern world, it becomes a commitment that can be challenging. We can often be, we have to cook and feed ourselves and nourish ourselves and our family on a regular basis, on a daily basis, many times a day. And often it can be a very stressful experience, or something that it feels stressful. And yet we can come into the kitchen and actually transform our emotional state through the process of cooking. Many people can speak about this. I think everyone has an experience of this, of perhaps coming into the kitchen in a certain agitated state or stressed from whatever's been happening during the day, coming home from work, late, tired, and simply by engaging in and committing to the process of cooking, becoming focused, becoming present, coming into our body, engaging with our senses, before we know it, we've transformed that energy, we've transformed that emotion, we've been able to ground, center ourselves and access a different experience. And really we have that invitation each and every time we come to the kitchen. We have that ability and we have that invitation to really utilize cooking as a way of transforming our mood, or even allowing that mood, a better way of looking at it is actually allowing that energy to move. So it may well be that we have excess, we might be angry about something, we might need to move our body actively. There's countless times I've been in the kitchen space, come into a kitchen space in perhaps an agitated state or stressed about something, and my teachers would direct me to a station in the kitchen which would be an appropriate expression of that energy, allowing that energy to be transformed through the act of doing something physical. There's something else that comes into play in terms of the transformation. That's our connection to ourselves as well. There's something else where there's some other area in terms of transformation that we can greatly enhance, and that's our sensitivity, and which really literally means the uses of our senses. So we have the five senses of sight, smell, sound, taste, and hearing. And all those hearings are utilized directly in the process of cooking. And we expand our capacity, we expand our sensitivity of those senses. And of course, we refer to something, the sixth sense, which is a very, it underplays what we talk about when it comes to sixth sense, because it's not just an intuitive space, or space of intuition, or what sixth sense alludes to, but it's a whole world of magic and inspiration, creativity, which comes into play as we develop our skills in the kitchen, as we develop our enjoyment of cooking. It's very, very powerful. We actually, through cooking, we access greater trust in ourselves and our instincts and our guidance, as well as a greater trust in the universe and what's around us. And extraordinary, there's countless stories I have, or could tell, about magical happenings in the kitchen. What happens when you're in tune so much with the process of cooking, particularly when you come together in the kitchen and cook together to create a meal, and you can really experience what's available when everyone contributes to that process. And what appears in the space of cooking, what shows up miraculously often, or feels like miraculously, but really it's just simply what comes from being in that flow, in that creative state. It's important to talk too, just briefly, about what it is to be human, and that how fundamental it is in terms of the development of us as human beings. The evolution of human beings is at least partly explained by our ability to cook. And in fact, there's been huge amounts of research done around this. There's an academic called Richard Wrangham who wrote a book called Catching Fire, How Cooking Made Us Human. And literally the process of learning mastery of fire, which enabled us to cook raw foods and make the energy available in the foods more readily available to our bodies, can be attributed to what happened in terms of the departure from apes to humans. Simply, we were able to step beyond that realm of foraging and digesting our food and having most of our time and energy and efforts dedicated to that practice. The acquisition of mastery of cooking and mastery of fire meant that we were able to make more energy available to the development physically of our brains, our consciousness. So whether you believe that story or not, there's other theories around our development as human beings, but whether you believe it or not, by engaging with cooking consciously, we coming into the kitchen, we are actually tapping into a stream of consciousness. We're tapping into our own process of evolution. We're connecting with hundreds, thousands of years of acquired knowledge and wisdom around food and cooking, and a way of connecting to ourselves, connecting to others, connecting to our community, which puts us back in that stream. It brings us closer to that whole process and connection to what it really means to be human. The obvious thing in terms of transformation is that connecting with cooking consciously really transforms our relationship with food and our connection with ourselves, our ability to be nourished, our ability to receive the gifts that we are given through food. And that's of enormous benefit, not just in terms of feeding ourselves and nourishing ourselves, but how we show up in life and how we show up in the world, and how we can be more aligned to who we really are and really be of service.